First thing I noticed with this question, choice B, right? We have a comma and a conjunction. That is a kind of set pairing of things. That means we probably need to think about whether or not we have two sentences, because that is most often what a comma and a conjunction do. They join two complete sentences together. So let's look for them, right? Let's hunt before and after. So where does the sentence begin? Begins all the way back here. And gosh, look at all these commas. Wait, we have one sentence here. There we go. Still, lots of commas. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, no, here's the sentence. Wow, they're really burying this thing. Many, including poet Alexander Pope, were skeptical. That sounds like a sentence. Okay, so check, that's a sentence. Historians have determined that Shakespeare's company did perform a play called Cardenio in 1613. That also sounds like a sentence. So it took me a while to find it, but seems good to me. Now, let me just clarify why I have a sentence at the beginning, because this is an annoying thing, right? There's a comma right off the bat. The real sentence is this: many were skeptical. I love it. 3-word sentence. And this is the key here. We think of a sentence as being this kind of long thing, right? It's got to have lots of information. But technically speaking, a sentence can be 3 words, right? We have a subject, many. We have a verb, were, and skeptical kind of follows from that verb. So that's all it is. And that's okay. As long as we have those parts, we have a sentence. But I don't like to dissect the sentence into those parts. I like to just hear it. So hopefully you hear it the way I do. Many were skeptical sounds like a sentence. Not a very descriptive sentence, but grammatically speaking, complete thought. That other thing, including poet Alexander Pope, that is just an insertion. That is an interruption. We've got a comma on either side of that to tell us that. So experiment, see where you can find those clauses, but that's it. The second part is much more clearly a sentence. But I do think that overall, this whole thing is like worded in a strange way. And I think it's not an intuitive, kind of natural way of writing a sentence. And so that's what they're going for here, is that to make it harder for you to hear that that's good. So if that happened to you, I totally understand. That's very frustrating, but hopefully at the very least, if you knew to check for complete sentences, you're on the right track. Keep trying. It'll get easier and easier to hear whether something is a complete sentence or not. Try to read it out loud like I do. That might help, but it is a skill that is much more about feeling it rather than really dissecting the grammar. I don't find that particularly useful.